Hello, welcome to VGC T&E episode 18. Same team as last time, although I changed out Driftbloom, or however one pronounces that, for Gengar because Driftbloom simply wasn't working. Now this is an interesting team here. The strategy I have for Gengar should actually work relatively well, so I'll hopefully be able to show you that. The one thing that could pose a problem to it right now is Hydreigon, just because of the dark typing. Other than that, it hits everything for a huge amount of damage, except also, come to think of it, since it depends on Hex, I'm running Gengar with Specs, which is interesting. So it can hit that super effectively, that super effectively, hits Carbing for a pretty nice amount of damage, but Hydreigon and Smeargle could be issues. In fact, I'd say a Smeargle start is actually relatively likely, so how to counter that? Well, I just want to show you guys this strategy, so I guess I'm going to try to not counter it and ignore it, which is always an option. Of course, that could be Dark Void, but I guess we'll see as we go. Then I'm just going to bring Absol and Scizor. Now, to begin explaining this strategy, Hex is a Ghost-type move that does 65 damage, which really isn't that impressive, especially considering you have the stronger alternative of Shadow Ball and whatnot. But look at this. It deals damage to one adjacent target. The power doubles if the target has a major status problem. So doubling 65 gives you 130. Just let that sink in for a moment. If the target has a status, then this is pretty much a ghost-type Draco Meteor, except it has 100% accuracy, so it doesn't have that 10% chance to miss. And it also has no drop-in special attack. So I'm going to do that on Swoobat, and Meowstic here is the perfect partner in crime, I suppose you could say, for Gengar, just because it has Prankster, so I can now go and Thunder Wave Swoobat. So that means I hit Swoobat for massive damage. Especially because it's super effective and whatnot. Double team? Okay. And I miss. Okay, so I'm locked in, just going to Hex that again. Hydreigon, like I said, could be a problem. I think I want to Thunder Wave it. Hydreigon is relatively speedy at base 89 speed. I only know that because I'm considering using him for my next team, but he certainly does not want to take a Thunder Wave. Gengar also has Dazzling Gleam, so if I take down Swoobat, I can always go and switch him out and bring him back in and use a different move. Okay, down goes Swoobat. You can see how powerful that was. Dark Pulse, and down goes Gengar. Yeah, Gengar's pretty frail, but, I mean, what can you do? Now, Absol can't really do much of anything to Hydreigon, so I'm going to bring in Scizor. Okay, there's their Gengar, and unless Hydreigon has Flamethrower, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't, it can't do anything to me, so I'm going to go for the Fury Cutter before I go and Thunder Wave Gengar too. Fury Cutter does 40 damage, 40 base power, so it's kind of underwhelming, but Scizor has Technician, so that's always nice. Okay, Thunder Wave, Gengar's paralyzed, Shadow Ball. I don't care too much. Fury Cutter does a massive amount of damage, and what do you know, it does have Flamethrower. So let's bring in Absol. Who's the bigger threat? The bigger threat is definitely Hydreigon. So I'm gonna Night Slash it. And hopefully this nets me the KO, because if it does, I can then proceed to go and take on Gengar. Okay, it gets me the KO, but does Gengar have Dazzling Gleam? No, it doesn't. It has Sludge Bomb. So now I'm dealing with a Smeargle. Okay, Night Slash is definitely going to get the KO on O, and dang, that thing has Map Lock, but it's paralyzed. Gengar is paralyzed. And Smeargle gets an accuracy drop too, so I can go for the Night Slash on Gengar before attacking Smeargle. There's a chance that Smeargle is entirely support, which, if so, that means it can't attack me, and I can just keep attacking it. So this, I've got a chance. It all depends on what that Smeargle's set is. And also, it's Dark Void, of course it's Dark Void. How did it outspeed me, though? I'm actually kind of curious. Oh well, nothing much you can do. Okay, so that was the basic strategy I wanted to show you. I guess I'm going to go over a little bit more. This is the team I'm working on. Basically, it's focusing around Hex and spreading status with a Prankster. I have wide lens just so Toxic has 99% accuracy. When you want to make the Prankster to go along with the Hexer, and for the Hexer I suggest Gengar, you want to have Toxic and Thunder Wave because electric types are immune to Thunder Wave, so you would want to use Toxic on electric types, but Steel types and Poison types are immune to Toxic, so you want to have Thunder Wave to use on them. It just gives you good coverage. Then you have Protect, just as a general rule. And Quick Guard, you could replace this with anything you want, honestly. It's just that I have Quick Guard to complement Gengar, who would be absolutely destroyed by Talonflame's Gale Wings. Okay, so that's about it. Tomorrow I'll have a new team where I am trying to break the move Wonder Room. If you don't know what that is, well, hopefully you'll be able to find out next time.